Not every hero arrives with a plan. Some simply sit quietly by a window, watching. This is the story of a man who had lost everything, and a young woman who thought no one saw her pain, until one silent moment changed everything. The rain tapped gently on the wide windows of the restaurant. Outside, people hurried home under umbrellas after a long day at work. Inside, Alexander Mikhailovich sat at his usual table by the window, slowly stirring his coffee with a silver spoon. Since his wife passed away 3 years ago, this place had become his second home. The mansion he lived in felt too quiet, too empty. But here, there was life. Soft voices. The sound of dishes clinking. A place to sit and watch the world, without facing the silence waiting at home. "Mr. Mikhailovich, your usual?" He looked up. It was Anna, the young waitress with soft eyes and chestnut hair. Kind. Polite. Quieter than the others. He nodded. "Yes, thank you." As she wrote down his order, her sleeve slipped. A bruise on her wrist. She quickly pulled her sleeve back down and walked away. Alexander noticed her walk, slow, careful, like every step hurt. He had spent years in business. He knew how to read people. Anna's face hid something afraid. Later, when she brought his food, he saw another bruise, this time on her neck. "Anna?" he asked gently. She paused. "Are you all right?" "I just fell, at home," she whispered. It wasn't true. But he didn't push. In the days that followed, he started coming in more often. He watched her closely. She hid her hands. She jumped at loud sounds. She looked scared every time her phone rang. One evening, he saw her outside, crying into the phone. "I can't come today. Please don't be mad." A man's voice shouted from the other end. "I told you to come home. Now." She trembled and hung up. Alexander knew. She was being abused. The next day, she had a black eye. At lunch, he quietly approached the manager. "She needs help." The manager sighed. "We think so too." But she won't say anything. Together, they spoke to other staff. Anna lived with her unemployed husband, drunk, angry, and violent. "She's too scared to leave," one waitress said. Alexander knew he had to do something. That evening, he waited outside for Anna. "Anna," he said softly. She turned, tense at first. Then her shoulders eased. "I want to talk about what you're going through." She froze. "What do you mean?" "I've seen the bruises. The fear in your eyes. Let me help." Her eyes filled with tears. "No one can. He'll find me." "He won't," Alexander said. "Not if you trust me." He offered her his empty apartment. He had connections, police, lawyers, people who could protect her. "You don't even know me," she whispered. He paused. "You're the same age my daughter would have been, if she and her mother hadn't died in that car accident. If she were alive. I'd hope someone would help her too." Anna broke down, sobbing. "I'm so tired of being afraid." "You don't have to be. Not anymore. We start tomorrow." Everything was planned carefully. While her husband was passed out drunk, Anna packed only what she needed. A lawyer helped file a restraining order. 1 week later, Anna sat in a quiet, sunlit apartment, sipping tea for the first time in years, feeling safe. Her bruises faded. So did the fear. "How can I ever thank you?" she asked. "Just live," Alexander said gently. "That's enough." 6 months later, Anna had started taking psychology classes. She rented her own apartment. She got a new job. She and Alexander still met once a week at the same restaurant. Friends now. "You showed me that kindness still exists," she told him one day. Alexander smiled. For the first time in years, his house didn't feel empty. His life had meaning again. And soon after, he started a foundation to help women escape abuse. It was raining again outside. But this time, it didn't feel so dark. Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness can rebuild a life. Sometimes, the quietest people carry the loudest courage. And sometimes, Helping someone else is how we heal ourselves. Because true strength doesn't always shout, it listens, it protects, it shows up. And in the rain, hope returned.